Alright guys, I was just fixing the overlay there before I get started. Wonderful, wonderful time now. I just got back. Well, I had lunch, but before that, I got back from the doctor, and they did find something in my head. But other than that, he did find that there was nothing. There's nothing in the head. So he found something, but there's nothing in the head. So I don't know how to take that. Anyhow, um, we had an MRI done, and so we are going to let the lawyers handle that, because this what happened was, after I had an accident, I wasn't involved. I mean, I got involved because they brought the accident to me. I was just a passenger on the passenger side in the front seat, and my wife was driving our car, and it was at the corner. You know, we're waiting for the light so that we can turn. So we're just waiting there, and all of a sudden, this loud noise and bang, and we look, and from across the street, I look because I was reading a book. My wife was, driving, and she did have a reaction, and I see she actually saw what happened. And then by the time I looked up to see what's going on, I just see this, like it was like a Hollywood studio movie thing. I just see this mass of metal truck. I saw the top of a truck. I see cars like almost sideways. It was ridiculous. Coming right at us, and I said, "Oh, all you had the time to do was to brace, for the hit, because we were going to get hit." And that's what happened. The car, it was interesting because I looked at it with unbelief, how this car got pushed into ours. It got dragged across the street. I mean, at least 4 lanes of traffic. The car hits us in the front, like on the side or the roof. I don't know what hit the front. Uh, and then it slams right up against all of the side of the driver's side. I said, this is hideous. And then all you can see on the top was the roof of the cab of the truck, that pushed this other car into ours. It's just ridiculous. And we had the 2 little kids in the back, and it was frightening for everyone. Then all of a sudden, the smell of some smoke or fumes, the airbags released all over the place. It was quite instant. It was like a blink of an eye. So the airbag didn't come up on my side, and I can't tell if I hit my head or anything like that. I just don't know. But the thing was that after a few days, because you see, if you don't go to the hospital right away, there's an issue with insurance. They don't want to pay for a hospital bill, because you have to go back to that. You have to be like, you need a doctor, for them to pay for the hospital bill if you develop issues, which happen. I mean, it's in the medical journals, it's in the books. I mean, anyone who's been through an accident realizes that if you didn't suffer an immediate effect from the accident, it comes later. It does come later. And it seems like the law doesn't make these insurance companies pay for that, for those upcoming issues. It's like they're trying to avoid a reality that all of us as human beings discover. You do get hurt. You get hurt. And at the moment, you don't realize that you get hurt, but your body lets you know a few days later. So that's what happened in my case, and I believe my wife also. And it started with the lower back, and just a whole bunch of things. But the main issue was my productivity. I had 3 books to finish. by September. This is last August, and I finished one book because it was finished already. Really, I just had to finalize one or two lines of code, but it still took me through September to get that done. I think so. If my memory suits me well. Uh, Definitely by October or something, I was able to at least get that first book done. But I had two other guides. We do a lot of education here in what I'm doing. And so I had two other books to put together, but they were really just guides, more like a guide manual type of thing. And that was easy for me. I said I knew I would be able to finish it by September, but listen, it's going to be a year this September. We're just 2 months away, and I haven't done it yet. I sit down at the machine here, and I just can't uh, finish or even get those things put together. So it's really caused me a great distress. So the doctors were concerned of my gross lack of productivity after the accident. A lot of things have delayed us in a lot of projects that I'm working on, and believe me, I'm working on a lot of projects. I'm not normal. Okay, I have so many things that this brain of mine um, has put in front of me to do. But what can I say? I mean, it's an issue of the lost productivity is very frustrating if at the very least frustrating. So I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I'm sharing it with y'all. So you guys be careful that you understand that accidents can cause a lot of distress for yourself and for others. So to drive carefully, please, please. I mean, I could have discovered the cure for cancer. I mean, come on. But you really do damage to a lot of work, a lot of things that were on the burners, and this happens. And again, we can say, well, this is life, right? But come on, you didn't have to crash and then bring it into me. That you didn't have to do that. You can go find a clip. That's why I like Puerto Rico a lot. I love my island of Puerto Rico. I was born in New York, but I still consider my Puerto Rican heritage. The good thing about Puerto Rico is that they have in Ecuador. I admire Ecuador too for this, because they have I believe they're the Andes over there, a part of them. And so what's nifty about Puerto Rico and also down in Ecuador is that in Ecuador, to get from Guayaquil to now what's the capital? See that? To Quito. So Quito in English, Quito, Quito, Ecuador. You need to go through the mountain range. And what's nifty about those mountains, and also they have them in Puerto Rico, in the middle part of Puerto Rico, you have the mountains, is the mountain road, because of course it goes along the edge of the mountain. I also saw that in Panama, where they have the volcano over there. We went up there one day. I've been around, and they had the same type of thing. And what they have is that they have no guardrails. No guardrails at all. So you're going on this, and then there's narrow. These are narrow roads, like they're good enough like for one car, and you're scared of looking over the edge. Okay, so you understand? So it's like a narrow road on the edge of a mountain, and then it's a two-way street. So it's a two-way street. See, they don't like in New York. you would have a one-way or a two-way depending on the width of the street. I noticed, over my years of driving. And sometimes it isn't always that way, but usually a street has to be wide enough for two-way traffic, and they don't give a damn about that in South America. It doesn't dawn on them, Hey, listen, this is the only way to Quito. You want to go there or not? All right, so basically, it's treacherous out there. There's no lights. I don't think anyone travels at night. And that's a terrible thing, because you think about it, if you get delayed, a flat tire or something, you gotta wait there till morning, because there's no way you're going to be driving on the mountainside through the mountains at night. There's no lighting. That's a lot of things out there. But anyway, it was getting later. But the funny thing is, I said it was about two-way traffic. But now then add to that buses. Remember, and trucks. This is the only way to get from Guayaquil, which is a coastal city, to go into the capital. Everybody got to go to the capital and leave it. You have to take this narrow road through and around the mountains and around, on the mountain edge there, and there's no guardrails. It's hideous, totally hideous. So I remember that was the one time, I remember this distinctly. It's the one time that I actually prayed the Lord's Prayer. Now, I don't mean the regular Lord's Prayer. The one that Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I'm not talking about that prayer. I'm talking about the other Lord's Prayer. The one he prayed on the cross when he said, Father, in your hands I commend my spirit. That's the prayer I prayed. I prayed a final farewell prayer on the mountains of Ecuador. I'm telling you, that thing was frightening. What happened was that we were in a bus. We took a bus to, these buses are like school buses, so they're wide. They got a wide body, and then you're in there, and that bus is like moving like this, and then you look out the window, and all you see is the mountain going all the way down there. And to top it off, now remember, two-way street. You add the bus, you add a truck coming down the other way, and then I'm looking forward, and I see in the road, you expect to see some flat road, but somebody, I feel the bus going like this. I said, what's going on? This is not no place to be doing that now. Here I am, a million miles away from home, from New York City, with this nice roads. I would love just the potholes of New York City right now, because what was coming up was a square piece, a rectangle piece of asphalt missing. So you had these large tracts, there were more than one, of street missing or cut out. So what type of construction is this? So it was cut out. It wasn't that it was worn out. No, it's just somebody came and cut this rectangular a rectangular area of asphalt and removed it from the street. And I'm telling you, between the narrow road, the buses, the trucks, and now missing asphalt, I say we're done. I'm pretty much a level-headed guy, and people know me. They say, Gilbert, he's a smart guy. He's writing books. He does this and that and all the things he does. So I pray the Lord's Prayer. I said, Lord, you brought me down. I did something like Israel did to God, to Moses actually, to God through Moses, and say, you should have left us in Egypt. We could have died there and we had onion there to eat. But no, you brought us out here to die. Of starvation. So, I'm there wondering, I said, Lord, you took me all the way from New York City. I traversed miles, hundreds and thousands of miles through air and sea. In safety. You brought me there from over there, New York City. Come on now, Brooklyn. Not that I lived in Brooklyn, but Brooklyn was next door to Queens, and they had shootouts, and I raised up in the projects there, Queensbridge, and there were shootouts when I was growing up. So I survived all of that warfare and guns swinging, and I'm traveling I'm flying through the air without anything underneath. Just the engines pushing this aircraft through the clouds and traversing miles underneath. Nothing is lifting us, and we land. And even when we started to land in Panama, it was, well, the Panama was another trip, but I won't mix that up. But we had a rough landing in Panama when we went there. But now, talking about Ecuador, and we got here to Ecuador only to die. Or from sitting in an old raggedy bus on this two-way street. It really should be one way, and there's no guardrails. No guardrails. So, I mean, that was crazy. So, like I said, a lot of things happen, and but you can say that this is life. And now getting back to the other things, you just have to keep going. So I'm pretty much on what do you call that? On gifted time, as far as I'm concerned. And if this was a movie, I would swear that bus did fall off, and actually I died over there. Everything else now is just a dream. I'm waiting for the rapture, for God to call an end to everything and then tell me, well, actually, you did fall that day, but you just didn't realize it. I said, okay, that's what I figured. But anyway, just being fun, having some fun with that. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So anyhow, we are, so with the doctor thing, today, at least that part is over with now, as far as I'm concerned. And just be careful out there, folks, and really start thinking about possibilities and get your stuff in order, okay? Because you just don't know when or where something can happen, and it'll throw you out of your game. So you have to be careful of that. I know a lot of you have aspirations. A lot of you guys are working towards something. And it's just a race against time, because it's not just getting older, it's having to deal with other people that are not taking care. They're texting in the car, or they're playing video games. Even if someone playing video game on their phone while they're driving, it's just totally idiotic. If you don't have the self-control to drive and not do anything else, you're a dangerous person. Just please, just get out of the car. Just leave it. Get public transportation. Take the bus I took in Ecuador. Oh my. All right. So I'm sorry for taking your precious time for all of this, but a little humor, I guess, at the cost of my risk of my life, I guess was warranted for a little bit. Let's get into now to begin again with our repetitions. Number one, the program, the case study that this video is part of has nothing to do with the program that I am running. This is a simple case study. It's a virtual case study. No one has invested any money. We do not invest money in crypto. Our program does not have you take from your pocket, from your bank account, from your savings, from your investments, whatever. It doesn't have you take any of your money and put it into crypto. Our program is no risk. It is the wet dream of every expert out there, and it is the best and wisest way to be in the crypto currency space, okay? Because there's no risk to your personal finances, period. We've talked about, before I go into the features, so let me just reiterate that we are not providing any investment advice. Now, why are we doing this? Because simply we're using these case studies as an educational venue, so that through them we can learn about cryptocurrency. We can learn about some of the coins. We can learn about looking and researching. We can learn about, about all the different factors in cryptocurrency space and in trading in general, so that we can test out even our own ideas. Now, I have my own set of parameters. If you look at the beginning of this series, and what I should do is I'm going to make a video introduction to this series so that that's already repeated, so I can repeat it and in a fun way with a little music, and that'll be the introduction, so people will be told and reminded what this is all about. We are only playing a game here, but we're learning from it. So we learned so much already. You owe it to yourself to look at the case study from the beginning. The first 2 or 3 videos are long ones because we were doing the research of and establishing the parameters for what we wanted to accomplish. But then the other ones are a little shorter again, and they'll get shorter now more as we condense the preliminary instruction and disclaimers and things of that nature. Okay, so remember, do not invest, do not follow anything that I'm showing you on screen. It's just, but you can play along. So and that's the best way you should do it, is even if I say I'm going to get out now and you feel I would stay in, then you stay in. You simply say, no, I'll stay in for a little while more, and then you go ahead and you check and see how well you do better than me, and then also see how worse you do instead of taking my advice to get out. But again, this is just virtual, it's fantasy, it's just playing. But learn from that comparison. This is the way Gilbert did it, and this is the way I did it, and what did I learn from it? It's the best takeaway that you can have from this case study. And why are we doing this type of thing? This is a thing called day trading, by the way. Why are we doing this if your program, your question might be, has nothing to do with it? And the answer to that is because we focus on the learning, and we feel that learning through these processes, these little games, our members get a great learning experience. They feel better about the crypto space. A lot of them are totally ignorant about the crypto space. And this provides a great way for them to really get to know and have a feel for it. And it gives them some authority then in front of others. And others say, are you in the crypto space? Yeah, but I really know. And they'll say, you seem to know your stuff. And they say, I do. I did study. I learn a lot from it. And then when they ask, well, how much you have invested, they can tell them 0. I don't have any of my own money. All my own money is safe and secure. But yet I will win when crypto wins. As crypto win, as they go up, I do win as well. So how do you do that? Well, then that's the perfect introduction, right? But yes, they are the smartest ones, because even If crypto closes down tomorrow, no more buying Bitcoin or anything. Everything went down to zero. They're closing up shop. They make it illegal to even think about blockchain any longer, which is really a terrible crime in itself. But yes, we just imagine if everything falls down to the ground. The fact is that our members are still happy. We will not be crying. None of our members will be crying because while everyone else, all the other smart guys, the ones who are out there talking and making videos and see how this is going on. This is the time to get in. We're going to get in this and that, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about the trades and blah, 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 and how they do that, what they think here, and they're acting smart. That day, if that should occur, they will all be totally done, completely flat and with zip. But our members will not. Our members, the end of that week, we have mine owners that will be making $7,500. See? And one of the streams, there's over 100. So, and they'll continue to make that every week, even though there's no Bitcoin for them to buy. They'll just have the money, or they can get it in gold coins. They can have it in gold bars. They can have it in silver or in palladium or platinum, or just the cash. That is the big difference. Our people, our members, those who join, are winners. They'll win no matter what happens to crypto, and they're winning already. So if you want to win in crypto or in precious metals, join. Now, if you want to put your neck out there under the guillotine because you got a sadomasochistic mindset, well, you just go right ahead. You just go right ahead. All right. So, and so that's the real solid advice that I got for you for today. Now, let us go and just check up on how our holdings are doing now at this time of day. Let's get our okay. Remember, this is a development version of the software. I'm broadcasting using the same computer, and there's a lot of resources at use right now. So if it crashes or there's any glitch, understand that that is not an example of what would happen in your system having the premium software that you see. It is simply because I am running 100 things at the same time. Now, the first thing we see, and as the software starts, the first thing you will notice is the Bitcoin up here. We have it down here as well using WorldCoin Index. And that's the first thing you need to take a look at. Not because you're invested in Bitcoin, you might be, but because you want to remember what's happening in the marketplace with Bitcoin. For example, and right here as I made this room here, you can see that in this week chart, 7-day chart, you can see that Bitcoin is again going down. And we're talking about just about $50, $60 maybe, at top $100 was really just $50 here, a little more, 60, and it's going up and down as you see throughout these days, and right now it's on a downswing, and it may go down more. Right now it's right around here, and as you can see that I think it was yesterday, as early as yesterday, the day before, it came down even further from where it's at right now. Early in the week, it was all down as well. So, you know, you need to see that this is the bottom part right here. And there's no reason at all to expect Bitcoin to do anything but go back down here. It could go back up, you know, do one of these now. But again, we are just looking at it. Our students and people in our program, we want it to go down. So we're rooting for Bitcoin to go down and go down hard. Why? Because our graduates and our members earn Bitcoin every day. They're earning it. So the lower Bitcoin is, the more Bitcoin they earn. So see, we have a vested interest in Bitcoin going down, because we also know that it will eventually go up. It will eventually go up. Our members believe it, they expect it, but in the meantime, we have no issue at all. We are not crying. We are not afraid because we don't have our money invested. Remember that. That's the key ingredient. And so our members are happy to see low prices for Bitcoin, because that means that when they're paid out, they're getting more Bitcoin, and they'll have more when Bitcoin skyrockets. Okay, so that's a real big deal there. So now that we see that Bitcoin is still pushing downward, it helps us now to go to our trading samples, and that helps us to see, you know, why things are happening the way they are with our chosen coin. So we'll just give a quick look here. After this, I'm going to do some videos, folks. We're going to watch some other so-called experts out there. I'm going to play that for you because it was quite funny the other day. It's quite astonishing what I saw. But in any case, it's part of the teaching. It's very good for us to really gain an understanding. Rabbit coin, as we noted earlier, still flatlining there. If this was a heart patient, you know, that's bad news. So that's the way we see it. Royalties has given us great opportunities. Earlier today we saw the opportunity to buy into it again, and I believe we did. So we are into royalties again, and it went up a little bit, as you see, and it's coming down, but we are in this. We got it at the low point here, and it had some travels upward, but not significant, and now it's going down. It's a little spike, but again, remember what's happening with Bitcoin. This is why we have this downward spike instead of it trying to go up again. But that's not a problem. This is a typical midway spike in between, and so we expect the royalties to continue to demonstrate the pattern. And you'll see later we're gonna do royalties. I'm gonna show you some videos, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with royalties. I'm going to show you something with royalties, but in any case, royalties is the only one in our study we've chosen that is doing anything. So a lot of people, that you'll see that a lot of people criticize royalties for what it lacked or what it was, I guess, purporting. And for our day trading test, our case study, it's the only one really that has done anything that has kept us busy here. And the other coin that we have active is Dollar Online. And Dollar Online was also flatlining. But we see that it has started to show some movement. Yeah, it started with the dental thing here. It was sloping down here as before. It had the one dent one tooth here, very wide wisdom tooth, I guess, if you can look at it that way. And then it went down to 182, and now it's up to 262. And I believe that may have crossed over one of our indicators that we're looking for. So let's see. For dollar online, we got in at 0.018. It's now at 0.026. For our 30%, all we needed was the 0.24. So right now, dollar online has given us the 30% a hike that we were looking for, and I would like more, but given the case study so far, I'm reluctant to leave it in. So I'm going to take it out because I expect the 30% rule to dominate, and even if it doesn't, I still follow what I know it has been the pattern for most of the coins that I've observed, and that's that it does 30% up or 30% down. So I'm going to sell right now. I'm putting it into the notepad because I'm still working on the spreadsheet to keep a tally on this. So we're going to sell totally our dollar online 277 coins at the present price of 2 cents 60. So it's going to go, I'm sorry, it's 02 and then 60, and we're going to sell all of it. So we're going to realize that profit is 30%. It should be about $1.63 like we did with royalties. As you see here, we brought into royalties this morning again at the 76, as you see here. So I think we've done the same thing with a dollar online coin, and so right now we are out, and we are in with royalties. Rabbit, we're still waiting for it to do something, and that's it with that. Okay, so let's go into the videos that I promised all y'all. It's the development version of the software. This is where I add things to the software and whatnot. So let's get into showing you the what I'm going to go to one of my search engines, inodal.com. Inodal is a search engine that I'm building. It's a large project, as you can imagine. Am I trying to compete with Google? Who can? That's not what I'm trying to do, but I've created certain methodologies throughout the years. I'm also a psychotherapist. I do a lot of writing and teaching and whatnot, educational things and parenting and whatnot. So I came up with what would you call it? A philosophy, a concept that I'm incorporating into inodal. Now, it's not in inodal yet. It's not there because I'm protecting it from other smart people who will see what I'm doing and then will want to copy it. And I'm waiting for investors to come online and on board, I should say, and for us to further develop this. So basically, I'm not putting there the real secret sauce, the methodology that I want to really incorporate into inodal. But I'm having fun with it at this point, and we have some projects that produce Bitcoin and other the alternative coins, precious metals for our programs. involved with the iNodal platform. So we're beginning to have our members make profit from iNodal as we go along, and of course that makes money for the project, and we'll be able to also add that to our development budget. So in any case, I'm going to use iNodal, and I'm going to search for royalties coin. And so I'll put in the search term, and we're going to go into that. Again, iNodal is still in beta. And what we have also is search a sponsored search results page, which I'll be showing you. I doubt it in this video, but in another video we'll do that, and I'll show you what we're doing also that's available for anyone that has a business. If you have a business, you have a product or service that you are trying to offer and you haven't had success with Google to be on page 1, we will actually give you a search result page on iNodal, which means that when someone searches the terms, the keywords associated with your business or product, your page will show up here. It will be there's different forms to it, but even we can have what you would call a landing page, a sales page show up right here in this space, the space where you see everything laid out here, and you can actually sell. We can have buy now buttons, subscribe buttons, and everything for them right here on this page. So it becomes an actionable search engine where people can actually purchase right from your sponsored page here on iNodal. We're also going to have this space here, this iNodal video right now, which I'll play. It's just a little logo, with some background music. This video, if I had searched like we did right now for royalties, let's say royalties could have their own video play right now here. We can also do that, and a link obviously to their ICO page or to their coin page and whatnot. They can have whatever type of campaign can be run on this output page, and we can do that with practically any type of campaign. The prices are just wonderful for anyone that needs to get some traffic to their sites or some interest to their cause, and obviously the sales page for those who want to make some sales. Finally, page 1. We're giving you page 1. Also, we only limited to 1 page here on iNodal. So you know that if we also have a package for your links, your site can be indexed by iNodal, and again, it's only 1 page, so there's no multiple pages of results here. You will be on page 1, period. So stay tuned for more information how to get involved with that and get your business leveraging with iNodal. And again, this is one of the projects that our miners are making Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency from, and or precious metals, if that's the program they chose. Okay, so let's look at let's try to do this search a little bit better. Let's see, royalties coin. It should, let me try it with royalties coin. Let me see if I can do that with the quotes. And that's not coming in. It's not coming in like that. Try one more time. Yeah. Oh. Again, this depends on certain of the algorithms that are out there, and they change the type of videos that are showing. Okay, so in either case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out here. We're going to go to YouTube, which is what
मित्रों नमस्कार
will be happening anyway. Let
सबसे
me
पहले
just
मंडे की मॉर्निंग का आपको आपका दिन अच्छा शुरुआत हो कुछ अपडेट्स देना चाहूँगा जो आज मंडे मतलब 18 तारीख का मंडे 2017 का अपडेट है ATC कॉइन जो है डिपॉजिट बंद कर दिए गए हैं क्लोजिंग हो चुकी है कोई भी नए डिपॉजिट
let's look for royalties coin here. I'm going to look into the logarithms. So again, yesterday I had all of these videos popping in, but then now today it's not popping in. So we're going to check that because it may be some tweaking that I have to do with the code there. Okay, so what I wanted to show you was this fellow. I don't know if I'll be able to get the same one. It's one of these. These are one of these caution. Yeah, let's look at this. Let me play this one for you. Let's see. No, this one. This isn't it. This is not it. Let's see if it's this one. Is it the same one I just clicked on? Yeah. Royalties, mega suspect. Let's see if this
about this coin that I was hearing about in
let me see. So I don't think
26 rather 10 cents, and then let's step back here.
And this is the one. This is not the one either. So these two are not the one we. Sure, this is a weekly, but that's from royalties. I don't want to show you that one yet. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. If I can't, this should be a history, and I wish I knew how to get to it. My history of, yeah, here, history. Let me see if I have that history here. This from today. This was this guy then, right here. Crypto Critic, I guess it is. What is it? Alright, so look at this.
Scott back here from Crypto R Us. Now today's a big day. We're seeing the market cap at a whopping 750 billion. Now this is an all-time high market cap. We've never seen a market cap this high. Now we're approaching the $1 trillion market cap. Now this is an absurd number for coins. But what we're concerned about today is we're concerned about the new coins. What coins are popping up on the market? What coins are trending? That sort of thing. So today we're looking at royalties, XRY. Now this coin isn't new by any means. It's been around since, July. Came out pretty solid, around $2 or so. But what we're looking at here is it's now 5-6 months later, just after Christmas, and we're seeing this coin sitting at 1/10 of a penny, right? So it's lost so much of its value. Maybe they did a successful ICO and everyone just sold sold out. They didn't really see any value in this coin. I'm not sure, but really there's been no momentum in this coin. It's been sort of boring. And if anything, the past 30 days here, it's actually gone down from 2 cents. So it's lost even more of its volume. Now, the main thing that I want to look out here for is today it's having a phenomenal day. But what is causing this sudden 1,200% gain? Now, if you come over here and look at the market.
Now, you know, you start listening, you start hearing little things like that, you know, and not for anything, but it seems that this person is really naive. I mean, really naive. I mean, you know, saying the obvious things. I mean, of course, an ICO comes out, everybody dumps their money into it, and it goes down after that. That's true. But keep listen carefully, because there's other little details here that he says. Listen to this.
It's currently listed on Cryptopia, and it's only got $500,000 worth of volume in the past 24 hours. So this to me is a classic pump. Someone is pumping this coin up. They are investing.
Who's pumping it up, Scott?
$500,000 in this coin, and as a result, we're seeing it jump through the roof. Now, I would be very skeptical. I'd be very skeptical for this coin if you're going to want to follow it over the next couple days. Just be cautious. But what we're going to do now is we're going to pop over to their website and let's read a little bit about what Royalties has to say. So their domain name, xry.io, kind of a weird domain name. Doesn't mean much. Maybe they just got a really short name and that's why they stuck with it. But you know, so they throw out some buzzwords here: blockchain deposits.
By the way, you know, you should be skeptical, period. Everything in crypto should be skeptical, and that is why my program is the best one. You don't risk your own money. I think it's stupid and you're silly investing your own money in any of this, because listen, the best sounding thing, and after you did all your research, it can all go down. You never know, because the bottom line, it can happen. It's a possibility. So you have a lot of comments and a lot of people who say, give you this advice, that advice. People, you know, you got all these videos online and everyone is an expert. You know, listen. You guys need to realize the only expert here is the one that's telling you to stay away. Keep your money away from crypto. And the only real wise person and smart one is the one who can be in crypto without their own money. And that is what my program is all about. Okay, so that's that. There's nothing, no one and no other program better than the one that I have. And this, if you consider yourself smart about crypto, then you should be, you should have already sent the $10 that's on the, at the URL that's on top of the screen. As simple as that. You haven't done that yet, then you are not getting 100 today. You're not getting 100 on your test. Okay? And if you delay any further, I doubt you're going to pass the test. Simple as that. You can join everyone else in their craziness and investing here and there, or you can join us and do what smart money does. Ours is the best opportunity.
Interest, anonymous transfers.
And I'm not sure if this is the one that I was referring to. So let me just do a quick check.
The big thing to note here, guys, with this coin is you buy
I'll check it
after a fixed period of time, in this case 12 months. They will guarantee, word to be careful for is is throwing a little bit of money at it today. On the prowl. Thumbs up this video. Latest crypto. Someone is throwing a little bit of money. This coin. It's been around for.
Yeah, I don't think this was the one either. So I'm going to go back to history and see if I can track it. I might have seen it on iNodal only. And that's probably the reason that I'm not seeing it in my personal history, because I probably looked at it from the site. Right, so that's what it looks like. Oh, here, this could be it. Let me look at that. This could be the one.
And so my overall rating would be 4 out of 5. Am I investing? Yes.
This. Oh, that's an ad?
When the ICO starts.
Hold on.
In around 7.
So okay,
0.6.
Yeah, this is the guy. This is the one. So watch this.
But before you know, your max profit goes away before it starts to tick down. So basically, the coin I want to talk about, a lot of you guys guessed it, it is Royalties XRY. Royalties is a very interesting cryptocurrency. The creator of this coin has not been working on the project for a while, but just recently he stated he's going to come back to the project, and that has caused this coin to rise over the last 24 hours over 1,000% at points already before I could talk about it. Now, the reason I didn't talk about it yesterday was because I want to do more research, because I feel like this market cap, or not market cap, but this trade volume right here, $924,000, is held by only a couple of whales, because last night this was at 600,000 and within seconds it dropped to $100,000. So that means one person held $500,000 of the total trade volume. So let me show you why this is a potential moonshot investment that you could possibly take advantage of if you wanted to. Now, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. You can make your own decisions. I'm all in on this coin. I put a lot of my money in. I'm as in on this coin as I am on Ripple, but on a day trading aspect. Not that I believe this coin can go to the moon a year from now and be worth $10. I don't think that. I think if you get in at this small cost right now, you're going to see profit, and let me tell you why. So in July of 2017, essentially 5 months ago, this coin was trading for over $2. Royalties came in at $2.05.
I'm all in, he says.
Around $1 to $1.20 for quite a while, and then come in August, it crashed in one day. That's a sign.
Now I know I'm turning in late with my comments. I'm monitoring on the other side.
Here, as this coin was at
hilarious,
and then dipped. And
hilarious. Listen to this guy. Listen.
This coin fell down to 13 cents and stayed there for quite a while, 8 to 13 cents for a long time. But then out of nowhere, in September, it exploded again. I can't even get to the top of this chart. It is about $1.25. I don't know why I can't get to the top of it for some reason. But $1.25 it got to in September from 6 cents, guys. 6 cents to $1.25. Imagine the gains you would have had. That's like buying an Etron a couple days ago and watching it go to $1.25. Then it died down to 8 cents again and stayed from 5 to 10 cents for a while. And then it moonshot again, literally from about 4 cents all the way up to 15, so you would have saw 3 times gains. Then the coin died off again and stayed around 4 cents to 3 cents for a long time, and then moonshot to about 20 cents in November. So in November, it went from pennies to about 25 cents, and then since then, it has died off and fell off the cliff, went from 4 cents all the way down to 1/1000th of a penny. That was its lowest low. Now let's look at it over the last day. This is a risky investment, guys. As you can see, yesterday it was trading for 1/100th of a penny, and it got as high as about 2 1/3 tenth of a penny. So 2.2 tenths of a penny. That's a very massive climb, and you would have saw 1,000% gains if you got in sometime yesterday. I didn't get in on that. I got in somewhere over here in the highs because I was skeptical yesterday if I was going to invest, and that's why I didn't talk about it yesterday. But as you can see, this coin just about a couple of months ago was moonshot. And look at this. This is its current moonshot, this tiny little speck just a couple months ago. This was its real moonshot. So if we see it shoot to this, okay, let me do some numbers for
I've been talking for a long time, so I have no idea. You guys haven't heard of it. So anyway, what I was showing you were those posts, the comment area, so you can see what people were commenting there. Really disappointed at the way this person did what he did. I'm going to have to edit this video practically and just do away with most of that, the silent part area, and re-upload it. But in any case, the bottom line was that you guys cannot continue in the stupor of risking your money into this space when there's a program like mine program that keeps your money safe. You know, it's like a no-brainer. Your money is safe in my program. With my program, you keep your money in your wallet. That's where it belongs. Putting it into crypto is retarded. Now, my program allows you to put other money into it and let that go. You don't care about that because that's extra. That's other money that is not from your hard work, from your winnings, from a case or anything like retirement funds or something that your parents left you or whatever. You keep that so you don't have to mortgage your house, your property, anything. You keep your money safe. But everyone and anyone can do my program because it's safe. Okay? And even the people who have money in Bitcoin are using my program to swap out. What does that mean? That means that if they got 10,000, they got 100,000, they got 1 million, they're taking my program and making it work for them, and the money that goes in replaces the money they're going to take out. So if you know, when they put in the first 5 months with the training, you should be able to make about 50,000 or so. It's really up to the effort you put into the program. So let's say they take in 50,000 every block of time, every 5 months or so, another 50, another 100,000. They're taking that and taking out their money and replacing it with that. And that way they go to sleep at night because they got their money. They don't have to worry. And even for those who like to do day trading, I mean, you know, they can do day trading without having fears. If they lost it. It doesn't matter because every week there's more money coming in. You just keep playing it. Now, like I was saying before, the mine ownership program, which you can read about at classiforium.com/mine. That mine owner program really is a sweetheart of a membership. So you should really look into that, and you shouldn't wait too long. By the way, if you're interested in trying to upgrade, we're giving you a 1-month membership into the basic membership program. And with that, you'll be entered into a drawing to win a possible upgrade. You can get a full year of basic membership, or a full year of premium membership where you get the software that you saw previously, or you can win a mine, and the mine is worth over $1,000, premium is worth over $400, and the basic membership is $300. So these are great values, and you can have a chance to win them just by purchasing your membership today for a 60% savings of just $10. And you can do it every day. You can get 5 months worth of membership, which is what our training program lasts. So you can get the training, in fact, at 60% off. And every day you put in for another month, you get another chance to win a full year of one of the 3 memberships. So I really encourage you to join the smart people on this planet who are heavy in the crypto space, but none of their money is in. They're playing the smartest game of all. And there may be whales out there, but they're dumb and stupid whales. our whales are smart whales. That's why I should give that as the slogan. Be a smart whale with my program. This is the smart whale. And the smart whale in our program are the mine owners. Those are the smartest whales in the sea. They're the smartest ones. Okay? So I think with that I'll cut it there short. It's already long. But I'll just cut it there and do some editing. And I'll probably repost this on YouTube. Periscope, you'll just have to, you were patient through the silent period. Okay, so I'll see how bad it is. If it's really bad, I'll re-edit this and I'll re-upload it so that we'll do away with the silent part. The bottom line, the takeaway from this is you got all these guys talking. They talk to you in Periscope. A lot of them, I appreciate them. You know, they give information, but those are not experts. And I know they sound like they're experts. They're just not. They make mistakes. Just like this guy, he sounds all good and professional, but he got caught with his pants down. He did a stupid FOMO investment because he was fear of missing out. That's what FOMO means, because it was going up. So it was already up here when he comes in. Stupid. It's just dumb. You know, let it go by. Listen, there's 1,500 coins out there. You know, what I do and what I've already shown you that I do is I'm waiting for that sucker to go back down. When that sucker goes back down, then I go in. But if he's not going down, let him go up. I just missed it. That's it. I'm not going to have a FOMO when there's 1,500 other coins out there. Why are you having a FOMO? You know, it's like you're acting like this is the only, like coins only go up like this once in a million years. This is it. You know, you guys are ridiculous. You're just too ridiculous. And I think this guy made a fool of himself, really, with that video online. And if anything, it's a good thing that it's on there because it shows, it's the proof for all of us that you really shouldn't be taking their advice. Do not take their advice at all. And as always, we are not giving you advice at all. We don't. We just made a safe way for you to be participative in the cryptocurrency madness and be wealthy for you, yourself, your family, to become wealthy when and if the crypto goes up to the moon. You will become wealthy without risking your own money in the process. That's the best program on the planet. Matter of fact, it's the best program in the whole universe. I know that for a fact. See you as a member. Hey, a little hint. Save some more money. Can you believe that? You can become a mine owner over $1,000 just with 10. You don't need to wait for 30% of thousands or 10,000s of a penny. Come on, do the right thing. Be smart. Let's see it. Let's see it. This is the time for smart people to stand up and be counted. Take care, and I'll see you guys tonight. I'll do another broadcast and probably a drawing. Maybe we'll have one of you guys in our drawing tonight. Take care. Oh, man.